welcome to your September 2021 reading. I'm so excited to look in your energy today. We're looking at the sun, moon, and rising signs of the Capricorn collective. The sun sign, so that you are aware, is how the big energy is that's happening. Your moon sign is how you're going to feel about it, and your rising sign is how it's going to play out in your life. So make sure that you check all of those out. If you don't know what your sun, moon, and rising signs are, then you can actually look in the description box down below. There's a free link where you can just use your date of birth and where you were born and put that in, and then it'll show you what yours are. Otherwise, you can go online and you can pretty much find free sites everywhere that can do that for you. That's just the one that I like to use. Remember that these energies can be reversed, and so just assign the roles as you please. This is a general reading, which means it's not going to resonate with every single person. If it doesn't resonate with you, just stick around because there's something in it that you may need to hear. And these messages are timeless, so whenever you find this reading is whenever it is good for you at that time. If it does not resonate with you, it just might mean that I'm not picking up on your specific energy. That happens sometimes. During this reading, the angels are bringing forth the Holy Fire Reiki energy. So if your higher self wants it, you'll get that energy. And if it doesn't, then don't worry about it. You won't get it. I'm doing personal readings, so if you would like to set up a personal reading with me, it's in my website, which is in the description box down below. And also the next Reiki class is in October if you'd like to schedule for that as well. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. Okay, Capricorn, I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for the highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. And we're looking to see what is happening in September. So we have just a couple more days left of August. August has been super wild and crazy for a lot of people. Lots of big life changes and also lots of emotional things going on. We had the Lion's Gate that you can still access if you chose to use the energy and you had made a decision on what you wanted to work on. You'll have that access as long as you need it. Otherwise, the gate is already closing if it hasn't closed already. We also had the full moon energy in Aquarius, which is the second full moon in Aquarius that just happened, which was lots of big energy because Aquarius is very highly spiritual. It's a highly spiritual sign. So that was big energy as well. We have lots of big life changes that are happening. Lots of things that you can kind of see coming in and working for you, and it's very beautiful. All right. As far as the essential oils and the crystals, and the releasing of trapped emotions that I normally do during these videos, I have been told in my meditation to separate the two videos out. So once I'm done with these 12 videos, then I'll go through and do the crystals and the releasing trapped emotions for your sign. But for right now, let's see what's going on. All right, so what do we have? We have a card of moving forward, a card of celebrating. That's good. Okay, let's see. Thought I was hearing something for a second, like some music or something. Okay, let's see. All right, so the overall energy for you guys is the Fool for September and Judgment, and then you're going to have some really big happiness coming in. Okay, so that's good. All right, so we have the Fool energy is what helps us take a leap of faith. It's the energy that helps us. It's not that we don't have any fear, it's just that we don't care about the fear. Even if we do have the fear, we still want to move forward. And that's really good because you're going to be reviewing your life and seeing all the beautiful things that you have done to get to this point, and that's going to bring a lot of happiness to you. So where you're coming from in the energy that we're going to be moving out of soon is actually this karmic lesson. So some of you guys have learned some huge lesson this month that helped you move forward, and it helped you to and some of you guys knew it was a lesson, and some of you guys didn't know it was a lesson until like it was over. But I really believe that maybe there's something that you learned. There's something that the universe taught you, and you learned it, and you're like, okay, good. I see what that is. Now it's time for me to move on in a better way, because what you're doing now is you're moving forward. So this is a card of moving forward, moving to find more things to bring back to your stash. So it's like you have this stash of things that you really admire about yourself or admire about your life, and you're going to go look for something else and then bring it back into your life so that you have your other 2 cups, because this is the 8 of cups, which means you have 8 cups already, and you're going to get 2 more with the red cloak on, which means you have some ambition, and this right here is the full energy. So in the full energy, with God lighting the way for you to help you find these things that you're looking for, you can bring back these 2 extra cups and have the fullness of everything, which gives you the 10 of cups at the end. So the 10 of cups is full happiness. It's the full rainbow. It's if you think about it with the chakra system, it's like the balance of the chakra systems and everything like that. And so you are just going to get 2 more, bring it back, and then you're going to have the 10. And while you're doing that, you're going to have a good time doing it. You're going to feel very joyous, very happy. It's like, even though you're on an adventure to find something new, you still are feeling really good about it, though. It's like, yeah, I can do this. This feels good. And it's going to be a lot of happy times while you move through to look for those other 2 cups. And so the energy or what you're asking about is this King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone that maybe you're wanting someone who's more charismatic, more warm-hearted, sociable, they're empathetic. Maybe you want somebody who controls their feelings, or maybe an ideal romantic partner. So it doesn't mean that you're specifically looking for a male, although there are 90-something% of women on my channel. Most of you, or maybe some of you guys are looking for a woman or a man. It doesn't really matter, but because 90% doesn't mean that everybody's looking for a male. So, you could be looking for a woman, but this means that you're looking for someone that follows their heart more and their intuition, kind of like you, where you are very logical, but there's a big part of Capricorn that follows their heart, and they've always followed the intuition of God. And so I think that you're looking for someone more like that, or you're asking about someone that's entered your life that's like that, and you're wondering about that person. Either way, it's giving you a little bit of anxiety about it. And so you want it to be perfect, and you want this person to come in and they're not here yet, or you want this love to move a little bit more faster than it is, and so it's kind of like just trudging through water, and that is creating some anxiety in the mix. What's happening is, that's coming towards you, is this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is really good because it's love, it's good news, it's enjoying life. And so we have like three cards about enjoying life, or at least 2 strong cards about enjoying life. The Full card, and then this one right here. So that's what's coming towards you, is just being in the dream state, and you have some good news coming, some good money, and some good love. This also could be this person that you're asking about here coming in as a smaller energy. However, they are coming in. Okay, it's just not coming in as big as you'd like it to come in, but that's okay. You're in the energy of the Hangman, which means you're seeing things a whole lot differently than maybe you did a year ago, maybe you did 5 years ago. It's like the things that you were closed off to, you're now more open to, and you're starting to see how God is able to manifest things in your life, and how you work with God. You're just able to see like how the universe actually works, where you thought maybe it worked a different way a couple months to a year ago, and now you're starting to see how it really fits together, how you really have a hand in everything that you do, how it's important for the releasing of the trapped emotions, and how it's important for you to believe in yourself and believe in what you want and what you need, and not putting yourself last anymore. And so that's really good. The people around you are being very kind of stingy, or they're being very protective. So it's not that they don't want to open up to you. It's just the reason why they're coming in as a page is because they have been hurt too, and so it's like they just don't want to pour their love all over someone like they may have done in the past, or maybe they're just not healed all the way yet in order for them to come to you fully, but at least they're there, type of thing. It's like, at least I'm showing up. I'm not 100%, but I'm showing up. It's like those people who go into work when they're sick, and I know it's kind of a weird topic right now because of COVID and everything, but And other people that go into work that aren't feeling well, but they go into work anyway, I'm here, and they just don't leave people hanging. And it's like, I feel like this person is saying, I'm not leaving you hanging, I'm here, I'm just not, I'm about 75% or about 50%, but I'm not fully my 100% self yet, but I will be, just not yet, okay? It's like they're still healing. All right, so we have this in the 0 to 3 months from now. The outcome is that the decisions that are being made are not necessarily being made by you. This is heavenly guided. It's guided by the universe. You've asked for this. Now the universe is just putting it into play. They're making it work for you. They're just putting things like exactly where they need to be so it works out in the way that it needs to. And it's going to be moving slowly, but it is moving. So, and it's moving in a more protected way than it has moved before. This card tends to drive people crazy because it's a card of patience, but I really believe it's a card of due diligence. So instead of looking at like, oh man, that night isn't really moving, the events aren't really speeding up, something like that, look at it more like it's very steady. It's very long term. It's genuine. This is something that's more secure than you've ever dealt with before, and so you're going to succeed. It's just going to be more stable in the way that you do it. Think about this card as being consistent sewing to make it like be perfect to what you're looking for. And I know there's like no real like perfect, but we're going to get really close, right? But you are moving forward, and you're moving. It's like this is the universe and this is you, and it's just follow the universe. The universe is taking you exactly where you need to go. So just have faith in your dreams and have faith in the things that you're manifesting here. And enjoy every moment of it, because sometimes it's like we want to get to the destination so fast that we don't enjoy every single moment. We don't enjoy the mundane things. We don't enjoy the small things. We just want the big things. We just want the emotional lotteries. And we forget to give attention to the small things that actually are the things that build up to where you finally get the big emotional lottery. It's just you have to get these little build-up things first. And then it's like, bam! And it's like really exciting. Okay, the overall outcome for 3 to 6 months from now is that this feeling that you had of being trapped in your life, this feeling that you had that you couldn't move forward, this feeling that somebody left you out in the cold, or you weren't good enough for something, or why can't I have the person that I wanted to have? Maybe you guys wanted someone else and that made you kind of disgruntled and disappointed. It's that feeling is what God is working on right now. God is working on the feeling of why not me? Why can't I? Those are huge human experiences that a lot of people they go through, but a lot of people kind of minimize as not being that big of a deal until it boils up so much that they can't take it anymore. It's like, well, why not me? And you get kind of angry and resentful. So God is working on the anger and resentment that has plagued your life for a very long time and made you jealous of other relationships, or made you, maybe not so much jealous, but made you look at other relationships and just look at yourself and say, why not me? What's wrong with me? And it's going to be this divinely guided conversations of this more solid energy, of this moving forward in a better place. And it's going to take in the form of conversations. It's going to take in the form of building a relationship through talking, through conversation, through it's not so much of doing, it's more of an emotional oral, I guess, is like talking way. So it's going to be communication. Now there is some emotional communication as well, because I feel like this person, once they fully can open up, you're going to get the emotional needs met that you've been looking for. I feel like you've taken care of people so that you can get the emotional needs met, but the person or people that were in your life weren't able to satisfy those needs because they weren't the one, they weren't the person. And so now this person's going to come in small and closed off, but eventually as you guys talk, they're going to open up into like a bird, they're going to open up and feel more comfortable and open up their wings. But this person was probably empathic, and they gave a lot of their energy away, and they just I'm just hearing the word of the world took advantage of them, And next thing you know, they were depleted is the word. So this person was depleted when they were in your life, and now they're starting to build themselves back up again so that they can open up again for you. So it's going to take some time and some patience, but patience is something that Capricorn has. So I think we're in a good spot for that. For those people, well, let's get some advice cards, and then for those people who are looking for love, we'll go ahead and grab some love cards as well. Because this reading could go we're just talking about a relationship. It could be a career relationship. It could be a friendship. And some of you guys is going to be love. I know there's lots of Capricorns that are looking for love. And the soulmate cycle wasn't as focused on Capricorn, but it's not that Capricorn wasn't going through it. You guys are just going through it in a different way than I think the main soul. It's almost like a spin-off of the soul cycle. It's just a little bit different, but it's still really good, and it's what you need. It's what God has created for the Capricorn collective, and it's good. It's just different, and I think that's why a lot of readers may not be reading for Capricorn as much, but don't feel bad about that. It just means your guys' energy is more stable than a lot of the other signs have been lately, although I'm sure you don't feel like it, you know? So some of the advice that's coming out for you is surrender to the divine, and know that this is happening for you, not to you. Because you're really close to achieving this goal, close to getting close friends, close to getting the career relationship that you're looking for, close to getting your lover. We're all very, very close. But don't let your past hold you back. The past of being held out in the cold, like if the person doesn't call you, don't go down the route of, oh my gosh, they're going to do it too. Everybody leaves me out in the cold. I don't have anyone. Just don't go in that direction, because that's going to hold you back from this movement forward, because it's already moving kind of slowly. The more you do this, the slower it goes. And that drives people crazy, because they just want it now. Right? They don't realize that the journey is what's so special, not the destination. But you do have a very fiery climax coming, whether this is passion or whether this is a deep connected soulmate in your career. You have a fiery climax coming, but we need to work through our fears. That's the number one thing, is to work through the things that this fear of being left out in the cold is the thing that's going to hold you back continually. Now, you don't have to open yourself completely up to the new person or to the person that you want to have this new relationship with. It could be an old person with a new relationship. However, but you don't want to move forward in the past energy of, you're going to leave me out in the cold too, or I don't deserve love, or whatever it is that you were feeling before this person came in, those strong feelings with the Lion's Gate that some of you guys worked on. Or are working on, because remember, if you worked on something, you're still going to be working on it as long as you need to heal. All right, so for love, we have that your soulmate God is calling in your soulmate. You're getting to know each other. You're going to want to retreat with this person and really and feel this new love, okay? So the soulmate is being called in. The soulmate looks like this. It's slow for you, and it is communication, and it is the Miser card, which just means it's a smaller energy. It's coming in as a page. They're tiptoeing in. They're not really sure how they want this relationship to go, because they too have been left out in the cold, and they're scared too. What's going to happen is, as you guys start to talk, you're going to retreat, which means you're going to want to get to know each other a lot more. You're going to want to forget about what's going on in the world and just focus on each other. And that is going to, you guys are going to start sharing the romantic feelings and building this new love. Because your love is ascending to a higher level of communication. Eventually, it could lead to engagement. That is really beautiful. All right, guys, if you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I will see you soon. Bye.